On March 25, 2025, the world watched as Iran pulled back the curtain on a sight both impressive and unsettling. The revelation was not just a fleeting moment but a carefully orchestrated event designed to capture global attention. As the news spread, the atmosphere was charged with a mix of awe and apprehension. Deep beneath the earth, hidden from view, lay a sprawling network of tunnels and chambers, a subterranean city dedicated to one purpose: housing Iran's fearsome missile arsenal. This underground labyrinth was meticulously constructed, showcasing Iran's engineering prowess and strategic foresight. It was a fortress designed to withstand any external threat, ensuring the missiles remained secure and ready for deployment. This was not just a storage facility, but a living, breathing military complex, teeming with personnel and buzzing with activity, a testament to the Islamic Republic's unwavering commitment to its missile program. The facility was equipped with state-of-the-art technology, enabling seamless coordination and rapid response capabilities. Every corner of this underground city was a hive of activity, with soldiers and engineers working tirelessly to maintain and enhance the missile systems. This revelation, broadcast on state television for all to see, was no mere show of force. It was a bold statement of intent, a declaration that Iran was a formidable power in the region. The broadcast was carefully timed and executed, ensuring maximum impact both domestically and internationally. It was a moment of national pride for Iran, but also a stark warning to its adversaries. It was a calculated message, delivered with the precision of a guided missile, aimed squarely at the United States and its allies. The imagery of missile launches and command center operations was designed to leave no doubt about Iran's capabilities. The message was clear: any attempt to undermine Iran's sovereignty would be met with a formidable and immediate response. The message was clear: Iran's missile capabilities were not to be underestimated, and any aggression would be met with swift and decisive retaliation. The readiness of the missiles, the precision of the launch sequences, and the confidence of the military personnel all underscored Iran's preparedness to defend itself. This was a show of strength that resonated far beyond the borders of Iran. The unveiling of this missile city, as it was dubbed by Iranian officials, sent shockwaves through the international community. News outlets around the world scrambled to cover the story, and the global reaction was swift and varied. Some saw it as a provocative move, while others viewed it as a legitimate assertion of national defense. Analysts and policymakers alike were stunned by the sheer scale and sophistication of the facility. The discussions that followed were intense, with experts debating the implications of Iran's newfound capabilities. The revelation forced many to reassess their understanding of Iran's military strength and strategic ambitions. The message was clear: Iran's missile program was far more advanced than many had previously estimated. The advanced technology on display, the strategic depth of the underground facility, and the evident expertise of the personnel all pointed to a highly developed and sophisticated missile program. This was a wake-up call for the international community, highlighting the need for a nuanced and informed approach to dealing with Iran's military capabilities. The images that flickered across television screens were stark and unnerving. The world watched with bated breath as the footage revealed a glimpse into a formidable arsenal. Row upon row of missiles, their noses pointed menacingly outwards, filled the vast underground chambers. Each missile, a silent sentinel, stood ready to unleash its destructive power at a moment's notice. These were not relics of a bygone era, but a diverse and modern arsenal, meticulously maintained and constantly upgraded. Engineers and technicians worked tirelessly to ensure that each missile was in peak condition, ready for deployment. Ballistic missiles, capable of reaching targets hundreds of miles away, stood shoulder to shoulder with sleek cruise missiles, designed to hug the terrain and evade enemy radar. This combination of range and stealth made the arsenal particularly formidable. Among the weaponry on display were some of Iran's most potent missiles, the K-Bar-Shikan, a road-mobile ballistic missile known for its accuracy, a weapon that could be moved and launched from various locations, making it difficult to track and neutralize. The Qadr-H, with its reported range of over 1,200 miles, capable of reaching distant targets with precision, it represented a significant threat to adversaries far beyond Iran's borders. And the Sejil, a two-stage ballistic missile capable of striking targets deep within enemy territory. Its advanced propulsion system allowed it to cover vast distances quickly, making it a key component of Iran's strategic capabilities. It was a chilling reminder of the destructive power at Iran's disposal, a power that Iranian officials were not shy about flaunting. The message was clear. Iran was prepared to defend its interests with overwhelming force if necessary. Adding to the sense of unease was the sheer volume of the weaponry on display. The underground chambers seemed to stretch endlessly, filled with an arsenal that could sustain prolonged military engagements. This was not simply a symbolic show of force but a glimpse into a vast and well-stocked arsenal. The sheer scale of the stockpile suggested a level of preparedness that was both impressive and alarming. Tens of thousands of warheads ready to be fitted onto their deadly carriers lined the walls of the underground complex. Each warhead represented a potential catastrophe, a reminder of the devastating consequences of modern warfare. This was not a military preparing for a skirmish, but a nation readying itself for a protracted conflict. The meticulous organization and maintenance of the arsenal underscored a commitment to long-term strategic goals, signaling a readiness to engage in sustained military operations if necessary. There are missile cities under every city in Iran, with tunnels stretching over 10 kilometers each. An underground Air Force base, still under construction and impossible to hide, adds to the complexity. There are underground naval bases too, also well protected. Photos and videos released on Iranian television showcase the brute force of the regime's massive arsenal. No doubt, the US and its allies are keenly aware of the dangers, especially if Iran's cities were attacked or something went wrong underground. It appears that instead of enjoying peace, Iran chose to rearm. Reminiscent of 1930s Nazi Germany, Iran has had help, including from China and Russia. Iran's capabilities are nothing to scoff at. Its arsenal is huge and designed to stay within the confines of the Middle East. The question is if the US and UK can manage dealing with Iran alone, or if more allies need to step up to the plate before all-out war hits the Middle East, spreading into other countries and continents. Iran's nuclear weapon program has been underway since at least the 80s in varied universities and facilities across Iran, including the Tehran University campus in the southwest of Tehran. The unveiling of the missile city was accompanied by a chorus of defiant pronouncements from Iranian officials. This event was not just a display of military might, but a clear message to the world, especially to the United States and its allies. The Iranian leadership wanted to showcase their advancements in missile technology and their readiness to defend their sovereignty at any cost. Amir Ali Hajizadeh, the commander of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Aerospace Force, issued a stark warning to the United States, stating that American forces in the region were within range of our missiles and vulnerable like a glass house. His words were a reminder of the strategic capabilities that Iran possesses and the potential consequences of any military confrontation. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the ultimate authority in Iran, echoed these sentiments, vowing a strong counterattack against any aggression from the United States or its allies. His speech was filled with rhetoric that emphasized Iran's resilience and determination to stand firm against external pressures. He declared that Iran's missile program was non-negotiable, a vital component of the nation's defense strategy and a deterrent against foreign intervention. This stance has been a cornerstone of Iran's defense policy, aimed at ensuring that the country remains prepared for any potential threats. These were not empty threats. The Iranian military has consistently demonstrated its capabilities through various missile tests and military drills, showcasing their preparedness and strategic planning. State-run media outlets, often seen as mouthpieces for the Iranian government, published reports claiming that missiles in all underground bases were fueled and mounted on launchers, ready to be unleashed at a moment's notice. These reports were intended to reinforce the message of readiness and deterrence. The message was clear. Any escalation of tensions would come at a heavy cost, a cost that the United States and its allies might not be willing to pay. The Iranian leadership's strategy is to maintain a posture of strength and readiness, ensuring that any potential adversaries think twice before taking aggressive actions. The timing of Iran's display of military might was no coincidence. Tensions between Tehran and Washington had been simmering for years, ever since former President Donald Trump unilaterally withdrew the United States from the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action in 2018. The JCPOA, also known as the Iran nuclear deal, had imposed strict limits on Iran's nuclear program in exchange for the lifting of crippling economic sanctions. The Trump administration's decision to abandon the deal and reimpose sanctions was met with anger and defiance in Tehran. Iranian officials accused the United States of reneging on its commitments and vowed to retaliate. They gradually began to breach the limits on their nuclear program, enriching uranium to higher levels and installing advanced centrifuges. The Biden administration's attempts to revive the JCPOA had so far proven unsuccessful, leaving the two countries locked in a dangerous standoff. Iran, feeling betrayed and under siege, had doubled down on its military preparedness, its missile program serving as both a shield and a sword. Iran's military expansion is, well, quite multifaceted. Over the past few decades, the nation has significantly bolstered its capabilities across various domains. From advanced missile systems to cyber warfare units, Iran has invested heavily in modernizing its forces. The country's strategic focus on asymmetric warfare has allowed it to punch above its weight, so to speak, challenging even the most advanced militaries. This expansion isn't just about numbers, it's about smart, strategic growth. And this is something that has, understandably, drawn a lot of global attention. Iran's air power has long been a point of concern for regional and global powers. With a fleet that includes both modern and aging aircraft, Iran continues to pose a significant threat in the skies. The country's ability to project air power, despite sanctions and technological limitations, remains a testament to its strategic ingenuity. Over the past few decades, Iran has steadily expanded its influence across the Middle East. Through a combination of military presence, political alliances, and support for proxy groups, Iran has become a formidable player in regional geopolitics. This growing influence has shifted the balance of power and created new dynamics that the world must now contend with. The implications of Iran's military capabilities extend far beyond its borders. From the Strait of Hormuz to the Mediterranean, Iranian influence and military prowess impact global trade routes, energy supplies, and international security. The world watches closely as Iran continues to develop its military strategies and capabilities. Given Iran's advancements and growing influence, one must ask, has the United States miscalculated its approach to Iran? The complexities of the region, coupled with Iran's resilience and strategic moves, suggest that a reassessment of U.S. policy might be necessary. The future of U.S.-Iran relations hangs in a delicate balance, with significant implications for global stability.